Hello everyone, for this magic tutorial, I thought it'd be neat to share with you a trick that involves the 4 kings. So I'm going to go through my regular deck of cards that is well mixed, well shuffled, and just pull out the 4 kings before we get started with the trick here. So I have hearts. I'll introduce you to the kings, okay? So I have the 4 kings here, and in case you're not familiar with them, I'll introduce you to them. I have the hearts, the spades, the clubs, and the diamonds. All 4 kings inside the deck. And you can do this trick with any 4 of a kind that you like. It doesn't necessarily have to be the kings, but I am calling this trick Mystic Kings. Now, I'm going to go through the deck and just pull out a prediction before we get started, and I'll place my prediction right here. And we'll get to that in just a minute. Now, a little preamble to the trick. You have your regular deck of cards, well mixed, well shuffled. Have a spectator now select any card that they like. It is a true and free selection. They can even sign their card if they like, because it is a completely true and free selection. They look at it, don't show you, or they can sign it, and you take their card and just lose it somewhere in the middle of the deck. You have no idea where it is. Give the deck a few cuts. Nice shuffle, and now you're going to use the help of the Mystic Kings. Now you have all 4 kings, and the Mystic Kings specifically are the black kings. So if I take the first king, the black one, the king of clubs, place him on top of my prediction, then use the help of the second Mystic King, the black king of spades, place him in, sandwich him in between my prediction, a little bit of magic happens. And if I snap my fingers, look at that. I still have the Mystic Kings in my hand, and sandwiched in between my prediction happens to be now the red kings, and my prediction just happens to be the 9 of spades. Was that the card you picked? And that's Mystic Kings. Now, before I show you how to do it, please, as always, like and subscribe to this channel and this video. I'd really appreciate it. I also like to give a shout out to my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. And if you're looking to support this channel, you can do that through the YouTube channel membership, which the links are all in YouTube below. Or you can actually visit thebestmagicshop.com. Also, visit thebestmagicshop.com for some awesome magic tricks and gimmicks. You can also sign up for a newsletter to be notified of new tricks, discounts, and more. All at thebestmagicshop.com. All right, Mystic Kings, the tutorial. You have your deck well mixed, well shuffled, and it's completely normal. You pull out the 4 kings, and the way I do it, there's a way to do it where you can do an Elmsley count, and I just don't do that in this performance, so I'm not going to show you that version of it, but you can kind of get the gist if you're familiar with an Elmsley count. You can do that to show the 4 kings, but I don't like to do it because you only have 3 kings and you have to show the king of hearts twice. So I just leave that part out. So pull out the 4 kings and make sure that they're set up red, black, black, red, okay? Just red, black, black, red. It doesn't matter if this is the clubs and this is the spades, or this is the spades and this is a club, etc. Okay, the suits doesn't matter. And you can do it with any 4 of a kind. So you go through your deck well mixed, well shuffled, pull out the 4 kings and get them in this order. Now you introduce the spectator to the kings, and you just, say the suit of them, whatever, deal 1 down on top of the deck, hearts, spades, clubs, diamonds, put it kind of out jogged a little bit, so when you turn the cards over, push them up to grab all 4 cards, you're only grabbing 3 kings and placing them on the table. So you only have these 3 kings in this order, okay, red, black, black, on the table. Now you can cut the cards because you have a king on top. Cut the cards and say you're gonna, you can even shuffle. You say you're gonna pull out a prediction card, and the prediction card that you're pulling out is the remaining king. So you just go through the cards, look through the king, say I'm just gonna pull out a prediction, place it here. So this is a king, you have 3 kings here and 1 here, okay? Now, have the spectator select any card that they like, and you're gonna wanna get their card to the top of the deck, and you can do it any way you like. I just, for this video, just showing you the easiest possible way I know. You take their card, place it in the bottom half of the deck, push it in a little bit, and then on the last push, push down with your thumb, push in the card, and this is exaggerated. Maintain a pinky break here so their card is on top of this bottom half. Cut half of the top half of the cards, place them on the table. Then the second time you cut at the break, place these on the table, and then the final cut, just place these cards on top. That gets their selected card on the top. Now, once you have their card on the top, you can shuffle as many times as you like. As long as you shuffle the top card last, it'll maintain the position of their selected card to be on the top. So their card is still here. Now take the, after you've lost it in the deck, you just take this pack of 3 kings, place it on top of the deck, and just now reiterate that you're going to use the 4 kings. And now what you've done is grab their selected card and you have the 3 kings on top of it like this. This is where the amuse count comes in, where you place this card second from the top and do an amuse count to show 4 kings, but I just don't do that because you have to show the same red king twice and some people catch on to that. So I just take these their card on this and then just do a reverse count and say I'm going to use the mystic kings, which are the black kings. So I just count the top card off, the next card on top of that, and then the third time I do it, you maintain a pinky break and then put the top card on top. And then that'll get you into the correct position to do a double lift and show the first black king, okay, in this case the king of clubs. So this is 2 cards. Turn these 2 over. You say I'm going to use the mystic kings, the black kings. Take this card, place it on top of your prediction card, and revert. Now, once you've done that, you reverse count again. 1, 2, 3. And when you do the second one, you can do a pinky break, but when you only have 3 cards in your hand, it's really easy just to push 2 cards off with your thumb and do a double this way, because you're just going to do another double lift and show the next black king, which is the king of spades. You're actually showing these 2 cards as one. Flip this over, and now what they think is the king of spades, you're now taking and placing it underneath your prediction card, okay? So these 2 cards are sandwiched in between your prediction card. You can reverse count them again, snap them, say now the black kings are still in my hand. Go to pick these up. You can square them up, fan them out, turn over the bottom card, which is a red king, and then when you're doing that, push this card over the top card with your thumb, grab it with your hands, which is actually the selected card, and place it underneath that red king. Turn this red king over, and now what you've done is just repositioned your prediction card to be in the middle. And now you say, wouldn't it be amazing if my prediction was actually your selected card, and that's their card, okay? So that's just a move, because you have a king here, you have their selected card here, and another king here. So when you go pick these up, square them up, flip over the bottom card with your hand, with your thumb, push this card over, grab it so it now makes it look like it's been in the middle the whole time. Turn this card over, and then when you go to pull this one out, it's now their selected card, okay? And it's completely normal deck of cards, no gimmicks, no gaffes, or anything like that. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. I do respond to comments, and make sure you are subscribed and notified of these videos. I post tutorials, new tutorials every week, and I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time.